Good evening, I'm Diana Fairbanks. All new at 5:30. More questions about an ongoing problem along the 198 in Buffalo. Why are so many light poles knocked down, and who's footing the bill? No one investigates like News 4. Luke Moretti is live for you along Route 198 tonight. Luke.
Yeah, and it seems like every year this is happening, year after year after year. Light poles found on the side of the road along here on Route 198, and this year's no exception. You can see one of those poles behind me, about 22 altogether so far this year, leading a lot of people to ask, why is this happening? Don't think for a minute people are not noticing.
It just bothers you when you go along the expressway.
And yes, for these Delaware Park walkers, it's a concern.
Yes, I have noticed it.
City of Buffalo Department of Public Works Commissioner Stephen Stepniak tells us 22 street light poles along the 198 are down.
It's less than a $50,000 cost, which still is significant. But again, we recoup some of this from insurance claims because it's it goes to the driver when they strike the pole.
Almost all of them, Stepniak tells me, are down because of vehicles crashing into them. One might suspect it's part of the winter driving tradition here in Buffalo. Even along this stretch of the 198 near Delaware Park, we counted 3 of these light poles down, 3 of them in a row. Here's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. This is nothing new. We examined the same problem back in 2007. We even talked to Stepniak, then acting DPW commissioner.
And we do them twice a year, and we have to do entire lane closures.
The city puts them back up, and someone knocks them back down.
So it's just kind of discouraging. The poles have got to be expensive to switch back and forth.
Janice Marie and her mother walk in Delaware Park. Never mind the poles, they worry about getting hit.
My concern is the safety. They should have a wall up so when the cars are coming around, they don't come over here and cause problems.
Yeah. Until that road is reconfigured by the state, I think there is going to be issues out there.
We're live again back here along the 198. Steve Stepniak saying they usually wait until spring before they start to replace these poles because in the wintertime it can be very hazardous along this stretch of the 198. If you've driven along here, you know what I'm talking about. Now, at the same time, are there any options? Is there anything the city can be doing to correct this problem? I'll have more on that coming up at 6. We're live along the 198 in Buffalo tonight. Luke Moretti, News 4 at 5:30.